Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to cover a very important concept from irrigation chapter, that is water requirement of crops. In this topic, we are going to cover some basic terms like base period, crop period, duty and delta. And also we will learn the relationship between duty and delta. So, water requirements of crops. So, water requirement of crops, the quantity and the way in which we supply water to the crop in throughout its growth period. So, the water required by the crops is basically the water requirement of crops. So, we can see the two crops may require same quantity of water. At the same time, the same crop may require different quantities of water. How it is possible? We can see from the examples, if we grow rice crop in Odisha at the same time in Bhopal, then we can see the quantity of water may vary. How it is possible? Because the temperature, you can see the temperature at Odisha and temperature at Bhopal are quite different. Similarly, the two crops like rice and sugarcane may require same quantity water, that is 120 centimeter. So now we will be going through some basic terms. We will learn through the diagram. You can see here. Focus here. So you can see in this figure. This is the sowing of the seed. Okay. When we plant the seed in the soil, that is the sowing of the seed. This is the point where we have sown the seed, and this is the point where we have harvested. Okay. Sowing of the seed and this is the harvesting. That is the period between sowing to harvesting is known as crop period. Okay, this is a very important concept. The sowing of the seed to the harvesting of the crops is termed as crop period. And we know before sowing of the seed, we provide water to the water in the field, and that is called the first watering we provide here. This is we provide water to the soil to loosening the soil and to provide water for the growth of the plants, crops. So this is the first watering we provide. This is first watering. It is also called as paleo irrigation. So remember these terms, these are very important. Similarly, we provide water at regular intervals. So the water which we provide at regular intervals are called as frequency of irrigation. Okay. So these are the different irrigations we provide are called as frequency. And the period between the first watering and the last watering, this is the last watering. So the period between the first watering and the last watering is known as base period. So these are two important terms, that is the crop period and base period. Although the values are almost similar, but you can see that they both are different quantity. Okay, you can see here the sowing to harvesting is termed as crop period. At the same time, the first watering, the period between the first watering and the last watering is known as base period. For calculation part of view and mathematical concept point of view, we take the values as nearly equal. Okay. Now we will be learning the duty and delta. Duty and delta, they are very important concept for various exams, competitive exams as well as for university exams. So focus here, the duty and delta. This is very important concept. Must learn this concept. So delta It is denoted as this delta as a triangle, and duty as D. Okay, these are very important terms. So what is delta? Delta, the total depth of water which we provide to the field for the growth of the crops in the entire base period is known as delta. This is the basically the total depth. Total depth we provide throughout the base period for the growth of the crops, and the unit of the delta generally is in millimeter or centimeter. Okay, the depth which we provide in the field for the growth of the complete crops is called as delta. Similarly, the duty, the number of hectares of land throughout its base period when we supply 1 meter cube per second discharge. So here the three terms are very important. You can focus here. The number of hectares throughout its base period, and the discharge is 1 meter cube per second. The three terms are very important to mark it. So when we supply water to the field, the number of hectares of land irrigated when we supply water at 1 meter cube per second throughout its base period. When we will provide the water at 1 meter cube per second discharge, then the number of hectares of land which will be irrigated. Okay, and basically we term it as area upon discharge. Okay, area. So here we have taken area in hectare, and discharge in meter cube per second. That is, the unit will be hectare per cubic. Okay, so we must remember this unit, hectare per cubic, for the duty. Now we will be going through the relationship between duty and delta. This relationship is very important. Various numericals are asked on this concept, this relationship. You must remember the formula. At the same time, you must learn the concept how we have derived this formula. Okay. So basically, the volume of water which we supply in the field and the volume of water which is applied in the field. So we can understand very easily. These two volumes should be equal. The volume which is irrigated, which is supplied through the various channels and various means to the field, and the volume which is applied in the field. So this value will be equal. So volume of water applied in the field must be equal to volume of water supplied in the field. We all know we supply in the field through various means. So the volume will be equal. This is a very basic concept, and you can anytime you can derive the formula or you can learn the concept. So volume of water applied in the field. So how much volume is applied? Applied in the field, that means the area of the field into the depth. Okay. So what is the area? Area is D hectare. Okay. This is basically the area. In duty we have taken D is the duty, hectare per cubic. This is the duty, and delta depth. Okay, delta is the depth. So when we multiply the duty and delta, we will get the volume which is applied in the field. Okay, so we know this is in hectare, so we have to multiply it d into 10 to the power 4 meter square, and delta here we have taken in meter. So the volume will come under meter cube. Similarly, the volume of water supplied in the field. The volume of water supplied in the field is supplied for the base period, that is B is the base period, and the discharge 1 meter cube per second. Okay, this is the basically the B is in days, and this is the discharge into time. We can multiply, we will get the volume. So this is in days, so we have to convert it to seconds, so we will get the volume in meter cube. So B into 24, you can see here 24, in one day we get 24 hours, and 1 hour 60 minutes and 60 seconds. Okay, and this is the one. So this unit will be also meter cube, and this will also come as meter cube. So both the LHS and RHS, the unit are same. So we can proceed now. Here you can see D into delta into, you can multiply, we can put 4 zeros, and B here we can see B into, we can write it as 6 into 4. Okay, 24. Now we can see 6 and 6. That means that is the 6 whole cube, that is 216 into 4 and 2 zeros. So this is 100. Now we can cancel out 2 zeros here, and so we get, and this is, we can say 4 to the 8 and 16 for the 64. So 864 B. Okay, this is the value. Now 100 is here. So delta will be 864 B upon D, and there here it is 2 zeros. So that 0 will be changes into the decimal places. So this is the relationship. This is the relationship between delta and duty. This is very important relationship between duty and delta and base period. You can remember this formula. At the same time, must remember this concept, how we have gone through the this formula. So in the next class we are going to cover the numericals based on this relationship. So thank you very much.